Hello. Hello. So, welcome to today's streaming. I had to put my hair up so it is not in the way when I'm going to sit and create. Welcome to today's stream. Um, Still no snow, still wet and gray outside. And today it's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The advent calendar, December 5th, and I'm gonna change the camera. And I hope no one will call me, because when someone calls me during a stream, it seems that the sound on the stream gets muted and it won't come back after, even if I don't answer the phone call. And I tried to find how to switch it off so it couldn't call me when I'm streaming, but I couldn't find it. So let's just hope that won't happen. It feels like nobody calls me, but when I stream, they suddenly start to call me, like my family. Okay, so let's see, what will we do today? I will bring out the challenges. Like that. They are in small envelopes, and I don't know which challenge is in which envelope, because I don't remember that, and I have been changing the order. And I didn't have enough of these small ones, so I brought some big ones as well. So maybe I should take one of the big ones, because they are quite in the way. Let's see what today's challenge is. I'm so scared that it's going to be this color with big gloves thing. Not glow, with a big glow. Drawing 5 random pencils from a set. 5 random pencils from a set. It's one of Kate's cool challenges. Let's see. As you know, if you have been watching the other streams in this calendar, I'm coloring Agota Pops in her Coloring Heaven collection. I think it was sold out pretty fast in the beginning of the year, but she also have the same illustrations in sets on her Etsy. But if you want to follow along and do the challenges each day, you can use whatever small illustrations. It doesn't have to be these ones. So, okay, the rocking horse. Let's see. So I don't know really how to do this, because I have my pencils in bags. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I know what to do. I'm gonna draw 5 random pencils from my not Prismacolor, my luminance, because I wasn't going to show you this. I mean, my other sets in bags like this are in perfect order, but in this set now I'm closing my eyes so I don't see what you see. They are like just huller om buller, as we say in Swedish. They are I just stick them in, and they are not labeled. I have labels on all my other sets, and here I just started to do labels when I had a few of them, and I never finished that, so I have no idea. These are like random. So I'm gonna take 1, still closing my eyes, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Okay, Okay, let's see what I have picked. So it is, oh, it's so hard to see the names on the luminance. It's burnt ochre 10%, and it's light blue, green ochre, and burnt sienna 50%, and sepias 50%. Okay, let's see how they look together. This is sepia 50%. I should take the things around me and put it away. Oops. A little bit of cleanup. And okay, so that was the sepia, and here are the burnt sienna 50%, the green ochre, the burnt ochre 10%, and the light blue, which I need to sharpen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that is today's randomly picked palette. Let's see what we can create with that. And it will be interesting to see what colors and shades I will be missing when I'm coloring. So I'm gonna start with the burnt ochre 50%, which was the only one I didn't sharpen. I want it sharp too. Sharper at least. Okay, let's zoom in a bit. Maybe something like that. I think I'm gonna start sketching, block coloring in this horse. I remember we had one of those when my son was younger. I think they are beautiful toys. Most toys are ugly, I think, but these are beautiful. And you could squeeze that toy horse on the ear, and it was sounding like a horse. That's the only horse we have had in this family, because both my son and my husband is very allergic, and I'm a bit afraid of horses. Maybe because my parents, when me and my sister was kids, they rented a horse for us over summers, a little pony, an old pony. And the pony was really stubborn and really mean, and it just threw us off because it wanted to eat the grass instead. But it seems like all my friends here in town rides. They're in the stable together with their kids. And alone. So it's a lot of horse talking when we're meeting. I'm just listening. But a rocking horse, That is something else. They are not mean. And they can't kick you. I have been trying to, I have tested to ride on horses sometimes, and it's scary and kind of cool. It's just that I'm not very used to it. Okay, so let's, I think I'm going with the sepia for the mane. Is that the word in English? Man in Swedish. The hair. Oh, the coffee. Coffee. Now it's time to coffee. Now it's time for coffee. Sorry. So today, tonight, this evening, we are going to have a Christmas party with my work. So after this, I will have to try out some outfits and shower my hair, wash my hair, and see if I can be a little bit more glamorous. I think I use this sepia for all the other things here. And I'm gonna bring the saddle with the green ochre. I think I could have picked worse random pencils. These are kind of harmonious. And I can add the blue maybe in the background if I don't want it on the page. On the little illustration, I mean. I think these things are in metal. Stigbygeln, as we call it. And it's obviously have a name in English as well, which I can't. I think I'm gonna do this in green ochre as a start, but I will later bring in sepia as well. I just had to see if the video is running or if it's not recording, but it is, luckily. And and okay, let's use the burnt ochre 10% on the berries, at least for a starter. And no, I was going to do the stars in this color too, but I will see how it looks later. I might bring in the ochre for it. The green ochre. It was a lot of ochres. Green, burnt ochre 10%, green ochre, and not, but this, no, okay, it was just two. That was not so many I thought it was burnt ochre, this one, but it was burnt sienna. So more burnt sienna. A little harder on the pressure here with my hand. So it will be interesting to see Lovella and Anja, who is doing this challenge with me, which random pencils you will get. I liked the polychromos better on this paper, I think. But luminance always work. I think they are they might be my favorite pencils at the moment. For a long time it was Prismacolor, and I still like my Prismacolors. But the luminance are very nice as well. They are, I often have to cover mistakes I have done, so Prismacolor is good because it's opaque and soft, but I think that luminance are even better for hiding stuff under. More sepia, darken it up. And this. The eye looks very strange. I don't know what to do. Okay, I start with with doing it brown, and then I try to add in a little Posca dot, even if it's not a real horse. Okay. More ochre. And more sepia. And I'm gonna add sepia on top of the green ochre, and I hope that's working. I think it would have looked better with a more brownish brown. But this is the palette I got. Darkening the hooves. Drinking some coffee. And adding some shadowing here as well with the sepia, as it's the only dark one I have. Well, this is quite kind of dark, but I mean really dark. And more. More. Now I'm just bringing sepia everywhere. The oak, the caramel color, no, it was burnt sienna 50%. I mean, it's just 5 pencils, but I can't remember the names. Embarrassing. Now really heavy pressure. And some shading. It's mostly just the sepia. Gonna add a bit of sepia here. And here. So tomorrow I might do a little later stream, as it's a day off, and as I'm going to a party tonight, I might be tired. Tomorrow. I just need to check with my family when they have things planned and when we are going to eat and stuff like that, so I can kind of plan it, my stream. Well, well, well. What should we do for with the drunken sailor? What should we do with the rest of this picture? I think I'm gonna start with this green ochre for the leaves. The poor little burnt ochre 10% I haven't used much, just for the berries so far, and they are kind of disappearing in everything else. But at least I have used them. And How will it look if I used burnt sienna? I actually think the burnt sienna will work perfect on top, hiding the the burnt ochre. Can go in with it a little bit more, the burnt ochre. And maybe I can blend with that. I must say that that color looks kind of strange. Sepia, to make the berries more visible. Oh, the coffee didn't even have time to get cold this time. Wonderful. I'm just mixing these colors I have together, smooshing them together in different ways. A little bit of burnt ochre, burnt sienna, and green ochre. I actually think I'm going to use the burnt ochre for mixing these colors together. So today the challenge is drawing 5 random pencils from a set, and I picked 5 colors from the luminance set. Those one. This is the burnt sienna 50%. Actually gonna do some more here and here. Well, I have never ever color with these 5 pencils together just like this, so it is kind of fun challenge. Da-da-da. Maybe a bit sepia again. Oh, if I had been smart, I should have done the berries blue, because I haven't used the blue. Well, I wasn't smart. More sienna. And I actually gonna go sienna on the gift as well. And let's see how it looks if we use the burnt ochre 10%. More sienna. And a bit of sepia under the lid and under these. But it's not so sharp, so it wasn't easy to do. Make them look good. I might do here as well. Okay, and green gold. And on top of the green gold, some sepia. Do some sepia and that's there as well. And let me see. Hey Anja, today you can look forward to this challenge. Draw 5 random pencils from a set. I draw 5 random pencils from Luminance and got these pencils. So if you are doing the challenges, that's the one today. Oh, Bea, hello, welcome. I'm doing I drew 5 random pencils from a set. So this is the palette. I haven't used the blue yet, but every other colors I was thinking of using it for the background. Exactly, it's perfect for the background, I think. I could have used them for the berries as well. Yeah, I was really lucky with my pencils today. I mean, it's quite good pencils for a rocking horse. I closed my eyes and just picked pencils and got lucky. I think I'm gonna do some pattern on the lid of the gift box. I'm not sure, maybe it was better before, but now it's here. I can't erase luminance easily. Maybe I can cheat and go in with some dots with Posca after. I mean, no picture is complete without that. Actually, I think I'm gonna change the color on the lid also to this more green goldish. To match the bow. It's been bows almost every day, but not tomorrow, it seems. Okay, let's start the background. It's the light blue Prismacolor. And the paper is not very white anymore because I have messed around so much. This pencil's actually a bit scratchy. I do love my luminance, but some of the pencils are quite scratchy. I don't know if it's, I know Castle Earth, I think it is, are very scratchy, and I read somewhere that it's the pigment used, so it can't have any other consistence. But I'm not sure if this also has to do with the pigment, but it's a bit scratchy. Well, it works good together with the soft pastels above. There are small pieces of the eraser on the page. Yeah, I must say I got really lucky when I randomly picked the pencils. You can almost think I was cheating, but I wasn't. Light blue luminance. Maybe a bit under as well. There, it was scratchy again. Yeah, Anya, I know. I had the same problem, but then I realized that one of my sets, luminance, they are not in order in my in my bag. All the others are perfectly in order, so I could guess what kind of, not maybe not exactly which pencil it would be, but at least what the color would be, or the color family. But they are just random. So I took one, I closed my eyes and I took one from each page. I didn't take them out from the case. Maybe you can use kind of a randomizer to pick out numbers for you. So 5 different numbers, and then you start from the first pencil in your set, in your case. So you don't have to make a mess and take them all out. Very scratchy there. Yes, I mean, most people have them in order in their cases. I have that too in all other sets, but for some reason I have them. I have not yet done them in order in my luminance, but I think if you have an app or something with a randomizer, it can pick 5 different numbers for you. If you, I don't have one of those apps. I'm just thought wouldn't it be strange if it didn't exist? Yeah, yeah. Just tell ChatGPT how many, what number. I mean, from 1 to 120, or how many pencils you do have in your set. I think that will be a perfect way to, so you don't have to just take them out of your case, because that will be a mess that you have to fix later. Maybe something like this. Maybe a little darker around the corners, edges, not just the corners. I'm not good at doing light backgrounds. I mostly darken them up a lot and do like night skies. Well, 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 my Michelle. Maybe not up here. More here. And okay, where did the sepia go? Have you heard any pencil drop? No, it's here. I just didn't recognize it. I will add it a bit on top of the blue. as it's the only darker color I have in this palette. I'm using it a lot. And for the stars. Well, I'm not sure, but as it worked well and down here to just mix all the colors, I'm gonna start with a burnt ochre 10%, which is a bit pinkish, skin tonish, and then the gold green, which is exactly that, gold green. And maybe a bit of the burnt ochre, 50%. More green gold. I could definitely have skipped the lightest color, the pinkish one. And let's see. Well, I have an idea. I will actually try it here on the... What will happen if you mix blue with a... No, it's not a perfect transition. No. This with this is of course better. It's the blue. It's the blue. It's so light. I would like to have had a cold gray or a darker blue or a purple. But I will try to get some interest in the background before I leave you quite soon, I guess. It's not much left. Oh, you got a weird mix of very light and very dark colors. Ah. So now you might cheat today and ask ChatGPT until you're happy. I'm sure you will, Anja. I think you are a fantastic colorist. It will be super interesting to see how your picture for today will look with your strange colors, the lights and the darks. I wonder, the challenge I'm most scared of is the glove challenge. I wonder when that will come up. Oh, sorry. Now I'm outside again, outside the video. And maybe some white dots can be permitted. Yeah, maybe you can skip that challenge. It will be at least a fun experience. Okay. I'll see if I can. No, that was the ivory. I was going for the white. And cover the lines for the stars. I was thinking of blending the luminance blue and smudge it out, making the white paper shining through. I might do that, but I will start with this. I think we can cheat with the white Posca for some details. I mean, that's the most fun part of the coloring. The last minutes when you add all the detailing, the highlights. Well, at least I do. Let's see. Does they even show up dots in the background? I will see if I can find a blender stick. This colorless blender from, is it Derwent? Yeah, me too. I decided that the white Posca from now on, or from many days ago, is allowed always too. Okay, no, I don't think I will do this. Or no, or no. Oh, thank you, Bea. Nice to have you here. I guess this picture is soon finished. I'm gonna add snowflakes like dots in the background, because that I think I want to have on almost all my Christmas feelings pages. I'm not much for glitter in my pages, but I do have always loved dots. I remember the first time I realized you could use Posca, that it existed, and that you could add it for detailing, and it just made all the difference. Even when the beginning, when I was not very good, it still did. The difference between oh no and oh I like it. Because I am not very good at pre-planning where the highlights should be, so I have to come in with the highlights after. And these kind of snowflakes are kind of hard to receive if you don't add them after. Then you have to be very careful when you go in with a pencil. So you leave these spots white. It should be super difficult. Maybe a bit here and here. No. No. I'm saying no to that. I'm going back with the green gold and try to go over the lines, the white Posca. So the stars will stand out a little bit more next to the white snow and be more warm, a more warm light. A little bit more of this green gold also on the leaves. This is the lightest color I picked, the burnt ochre 10%. I'm using that for blending the colors together on the horse. Burnishing the paper, so taking away the small little whitish dots where you could see the paper shining through. And I will use the colorless blender. No, it's not Derwent. Isn't it Caran d'Ache, the blender? I just realized. Yeah, you already said that, Anja. I didn't see it until now. Yes, it's Caran d'Ache. And like everything fragile in my coloring stash, it's broken. Everything I use just falls on the floor from time to time, and then I have to use these small pieces instead for the long stick that they come as they come when you buy them. But they are super easily broken when they fall to the floor. Of course, maybe you say, yes, of course. You shouldn't drop them on the floor. No. More of the burnt ochre for blending. And yes, I think I'll leave it like this. Oh, is intact. Usually I drop it the second I get the package from the store. I drop it, and then the new set are as broken as the last set. So this is how the page looks right now. And tomorrow I will do this one and we'll see which challenge that will be. And after that, it's time to go to next page. But thank you for today. It was super nice having you here. And if you are rewatching this, feel free to write a comment just so I saw that you were here. And I will be back tomorrow with another stream and another illustration and another randomly picked challenge. So have a nice day and goodbye.